and welcome back to my channel. It is Jane's Big Shrink, and this week's episode is my 8-week post-op update. If that's something that you guys are interested in hearing about, then go ahead and keep watching. Alrighty guys, so we're just gonna go ahead and get right into the video. For all of my returning subscribers, thank you so much. You know how much I love you guys and appreciate your support. To all of my new subscribers, welcome. My name is Jane. I had, weight loss surgery November of last year. And this whole YouTube channel is just dedicated to that experience, to that journey. I've tried to be as open about this entire process to date. So with that being said, we're just gonna get straight into my stats because I know that that's what everybody is interested in. So my highest recorded weight ever was 274 pounds. The day of surgery, I weighed in at 264. So last week, which was 7 weeks post-op, I weighed in at 237.4 ounces. And today, well, I know technically today's Thursday, but yesterday when I weighed myself, I weighed 235.4. So that gives me a 2-pound loss for this week. I am so grateful, you guys. Like, again, I have consistently every single week, I have been losing weight actually since my pre-op diet, which was a week before surgery. So I'm 8 weeks post-op, but I have been losing consistently every single week for the last 9 weeks, which I am so grateful for. I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful to not hit a stall. Things are going great in that sense. That brings me to 39 pounds loss from my highest weight and 29 pounds since surgery. So in 8 weeks, I have lost 29 pounds. That is insane. I have never lost that much, even when I was the most dedicated to, eating right and exercise. Like, this is so crazy, but again, this is why I had this procedure, because I needed something this drastic. I am so grateful for my tiny little tummy because it definitely does the job, which I'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute. So yeah, those are my stats. I'm down 39 pounds from my highest weight of 274, and I'm down 29 pounds from my surgical weight of 264. So the last time I was on here, I touched a little bit on pant size. I didn't know what size of pants I was wearing because I hadn't gone to the store yet and all that good stuff. So I finally went to the store over the weekend, and I'm not gonna lie, it was very disappointing. So I was a size 18 when I went into surgery, and honestly, I'm thinking that I was probably a size 20 because the size 18s that I had were like, I mean, Faith was holding them up because they were super tight. But anyways, they technically were a size 18, and I went to the store. I went to 2 different stores. So I went to Old Navy and I grabbed 16s, and those motherfucking pants would not go up my ass. They went up my legs just fine, but the minute I got there, they were like, check yourself. Like, you may have lost whatever you may have lost, but you're not enough to get into these pants. So go put them back on the rack and grab the next size up. So, and I tried on 2 different styles. So if anyone out there is wondering like, oh, well, maybe you should have tried on more. Like, I tried on 2 different pant styles from Old Navy, both 16s, and both were like, no, your ass is out of stock for this for this size of pants. So that didn't work, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really upset. Like, there was other items that I had seen in the store that day, and one of them was a dress, and I wanted to go back and try it on, and I was just so upset because I was like, what the fuck? Like, how have I lost all this weight but I haven't gone down a pant size? So I really let like the mental part of that get to me and throw me off. I was super upset that day. A couple days later, I was at Walmart buying these frames actually. And I was like, you know what, let me see if I can just grab some dress pants for work because my work pants, just my plain black ones, they don't fit, you know, the way they did before. Not that they should be skin tight, but you know, you can tell there's just a lot of give. So same thing, I grabbed 16s in jeans that they had there, 2 different style of jeans, and no way. Same thing, they would not go up my butt. It was a no-go. I ended up grabbing some jeggings in a size 18, and when you know it, they were comfortable. They weren't tight and they weren't loose. They were just like, they fit just right. So I guess the verdict is that I haven't gone down a pant size. I don't know what to say. I know that y'all are probably thinking like something has to be off. You've lost 40 pounds from your high weight, which was only a week before your surgical weight. So I don't know, guys. I'm thinking that maybe the jeans in the 18 that I had before were just very forgiving. You know, I mean, they did have some stretch to them, but they weren't jeggings. I mean, they were jeans with buttons, which y'all have seen. So I don't know, but that's what's going on with my pants. And then in regards to my workouts this week, I have definitely learned that I'm just gonna have to slow my roll on my workouts because in a nutshell, I am burning way more calories than what I am ingesting. So if I continue that pattern, my body is gonna go into starvation mode, and that stall that I have not hit, that could happen if I keep this shit up. So I'm slowing down on my workouts. I'm only gonna be going like 3, maybe 4 days a week. And I'm not gonna do like a warm-up cardio. So what I had been doing is I was getting on the treadmill because I was trying to get my heart rate up, and I was putting in a mile. And then I was hitting the weights. And it's just too much. Like, I wish I could remember the exact numbers, but yesterday I trained legs, which I know that that's technically not a part of this video, but I'm just doing it for example. Yesterday was leg day, so I ran a mile on the treadmill, and that burned like just under 300 calories, okay? And then when I went and trained legs, which was nothing but weights, there was no type, there was no HIIT, cardio, like nothing, it was straight weights. I burned almost 600 calories. Like, that's like way over what I eat, you know? And it's hard for me right now to up my calories because my stomach can only hold so much. And then on top of that, my doctor does not want me snacking. So I stay clear from snacking as much as possible. I'd say like about 90% of the time I do not snack because, again, that's just how my surgeon rolls. And so I'm just trying to stick with my plan. Yesterday, however, before I went to the gym, I did eat something. It was super, super small. It was a slice of sola bread, which if you guys have not heard about sola bread, it is amazing. It's keto bread, very low carb. One slice is 2 net carbs. Like, you cannot beat that. And they have like different kind of flavors, which is amazing. But anyway, so I had 1 slice of sola bread. I had 2 tablespoons of almond butter with no sugar added. And then I drizzled it very lightly with honey. And that's what I ate maybe about 15-20 minutes before I got to the gym. And it worked perfectly. I didn't have any dizzy spells. Because sometimes I was feeling kind of sick. I didn't feel like that at all. Like, it was enough to get me through my workout, and it was great. But again, when I looked at what I burned, like for that day, like yesterday, I burned over 3,000 calories. Mind you, I ate less than 700. So that's way too much, you know? But that's what's going on there. I'm still working out. I'm just not doing it as often as I'd like. And then when I do go to the gym, I'm gonna back off of like doing like a cardio warm up because it's just too much right now. So I don't want to hit a stall. So, and I know that this could potentially lead to that. So I'm just gonna back off on the intensity, but I can't promise that with leg day because it's very hard with leg day, but I will make an effort. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was non-scale victories that I experienced this week. Some of them I think I've experienced actually before this week, but I don't think I took the time to talk about it. So the first non-scale victory I wanted to talk about actually is my ring. So this ring I have actually had since I had my very first child. So I've had this ring now for like 14 years. And when I got it, it was actually kind of big on me, but it wasn't to the point where like I couldn't wear it. It was just, you know, like super loose, but not lose it loose. But anyways, this ring has not fit me in I don't know how long because my fingers have been too fat. It is a size 9 in women, and you can tell it's pretty snug. Like I do have a little indentation, but I can get it on. Like I'm not forcing it on. 2 months ago, 3 months, this ring did not, I couldn't even get it on. I couldn't even wear it on this finger, which this finger is my skinniest finger next obviously to my pinky. But yeah, I couldn't get it on, and now I can, and it's comfortable. So yeah, that was a really cool NSV. I have been enjoying wearing my mother's ring. It's not my mother's ring, it's called Mother's Adorn Ring from James Avery. But anyways, this index ring is definitely something new, non-scale victory, and it makes me very happy. So the next non-scale victory I have experienced is my feet have shrunk. So before surgery, I was wearing like a 9.5, and now I'm comfortably wearing an 8. So that's crazy. I knew that was gonna happen though, because in the past, when I had lost a lot of weight, my feet always shrank. Before I blew up, I was wearing like a 7.5 forever. And then I blew up, and then my feet blew up with me. So anyways, that's another non-scale victory that I thought was pretty cool, is, my feet are smaller. The other thing is that if you guys have been watching my videos, I've talked about how like my workouts have progressed. Before I had surgery, I would walk, and at my fastest pace walking, it took me on average like 22 minutes to walk a mile, and that was with me hauling ass as much as I could. And I couldn't jog, like not even a little bit. I tried, it just wasn't working. But anyways, I'm happy to report that now I can jog 3/4 of a mile. So I have consistently started on the treadmill, and I've walked that first 1/4 mile. And then the rest of the mile, 3/4 of the mile, I've been able to jog it nonstop, which is amazing. Like it just like puts things into perspective in regards to where my body is at, which I think is pretty cool, because I'm not even able to train, with my running every day like the way I did a couple years ago. I was running 5 miles a day about 2.5 years ago, but I got to that point because I was walking or jogging every single day for like 6 days a week. I worked my way up there, and I'm not able to do it as much now, but I'm still making progress, which is awesome. I did run a 15-minute mile the other day, which just was crazy, because you just heard me, like I was walking a 22-minute mile, and that was the fastest I could go. The other day, that was the fastest I could go, was 15 minutes. So that's amazing to shave off that much time. It feels good. And I know I said that I was just gonna do lifting right now, but I don't know. Lifting seems to burn a lot of calories that I don't have to give. So I don't know. I'm thinking about reevaluating my plan, just because I have to work with what I can ingest, and I cannot ingest that much food. So I don't know. We'll talk about that later. The other non-scale victory, which is probably my favorite, is my lower back pain is officially gone. I was suffering so bad from lower back pain, you guys. Like sometimes I would just be walking and it would just like stiffen up. Like I could just feel it get like so tight, and it was just so painful. As a matter of fact, I remember going to Planet back like in July, August, that time frame, and trying to walk on the treadmill, you know, to like put in my mile or whatever. And I think the longest I lasted one time was 5 minutes. And I literally had to get off because my lower back was tightening up so bad, my legs were going numb. That's how bad it was, you guys. I remember stopping the treadmill, like just hitting stop and praying to God that I did not fall because I was going to be so embarrassed, but I was losing the feeling in my feet because my legs were going numb. There was like this sharp kind of lightning-y type of feeling shooting down my legs, and I was losing feeling, and I was losing feeling fast, and it was scary. And I knew it was my weight because every time I blow up, that's pretty much how I know that shit's out of control, is because my lower back starts to hurt and I start to experience things like that. So the fact that it is gone feels so good. Like even right now, I've been standing this whole time, and yeah, it's only been like 16 minutes, but y'all, a couple months ago, standing straight like this for 15 minutes, my back was already like radiating in pain. And it's not, I mean, it's sore because leg day was yesterday, but it's just different. And I am so, so grateful to say that my lower back pain is gone. So that's awesome. The other update that I have, so that wraps up my non-scale victories. But the other issue, I'd say the only issue I'm having, aside from not being able to eat enough to like go ham at the gym, is constipation. I'm glad I'm seeing my doctor next week because I may have to ask for like a medical grade like stool softener or something, because I am taking fiber gummies. I'm taking 2 servings a day, and it's not cutting it. Like it's just not doing the job. I incorporated stool softeners last week. Like no difference whatsoever. And as a matter of fact, my lower back started to hurt, and I was like, why is my lower back hurting? And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? When was the last time I had a bowel movement? And crickets. Like I don't know. And so I ended up drinking organic Smooth Move laxative tea, and that, I mean, yeah, I was pretty backed up, needless to say. I mean, so that definitely helped. That back pain went away immediately, which I knew it was my intestines, like I was constipated. So I don't know. I need to talk to my doctor about that because, like I said, I'm taking fiber, I'm taking stool softeners. I'm pretty good about my water intake. So what the fuck is the problem? I don't know, but I need to get that in check because it's just causing other issues, you know, like I said, that lower back pain. I broke out, you can probably see it right here. Right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I broke out right there. When I took that laxative drink, it made me get a fever blister. And usually I only get I only get fever blisters for 2 reasons. One, when I'm on my period or it's coming up because my hormones are just going crazy, which you guys know that's not the case because I just wrapped that shit up. And then the second is when I have the runs. So that sucks because I have this nasty fever blister on my lip, which you probably can't see it because of my lipstick, but it's pretty bad, it's painful. So this constipation thing, it's causing all kind of issues. I've never been one to deal with like breakouts, and I have, like I can feel a little one on my chin. I felt some shit over here. There it is. This one right here. I think that's it. But I mean, you can see like I don't have issues with my skin, thankfully, but you know, that stuff being in there, like that's not good. It's gonna have, you know, repercussions, and I just don't want to deal with that. So That is something that sucks and that I'm going through right now. So I'm going to be talking to my doctor about that. But that wraps up my 8-week post-op video. Those are pretty much the main things that I wanted to talk about. The last thing I wanted to let you guys know is that my IG is officially up. Probably a lot of you already know because I've already done my stalker duty and found y'all on Instagram and sent y'all requests, and we're already following each other. So shout out to those people that have already gone on my Instagram because I stalked you and found you on there. But if anyone hasn't found me on Instagram yet, please do so. Right here in this video, I'm gonna put the name right here, which is Jane and Joe Get Fit. It's gonna say Jane _ Joe _ get _ fit. So that's the new IG. I've had it up for, I don't know, maybe a week. I don't think it's been a week, maybe like 4 days. I'm not too sure. But anyways, my IG is up, and I really recommend you guys follow me on there because I am really good about posting things on there, especially my stories. I'll post like my breakfast, how I'm feeling, reminders to drink your water, to take your damn vitamins, and then of course my posts in general. It's just a better way to like stay up to date on like the day-to-day process, which honestly, it's just crazy how much that shit changes when you have weight loss surgery, because like my life right now with weight loss is nothing compared to the way it was all those other fucking times I did it naturally. Like I cannot even compare them. So I do recommend that you follow me on Instagram. Again, it is a joint fitness page with my husband because he recently, got his shit together and he's eating better and all that good stuff. Not only that, but you get like 2 different perspectives, which is kind of cool. Because of course you get mine from the weight loss surgery, community. And then you have my husband with his natural weight loss and then his goals, which are a little different from mine. So it's just kind of cool to see the dynamic. And then of course, it's also nice to see a couple that's, getting through a fitness journey together, even though they may be taking 2 different paths. So again, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, which I highly recommend, go find me on there. It's Jane and Joe Get Fit. I will again put the name down here again, just so y'all can see it. But that wraps it up, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back again to another week of my post-op life update. If there's anything that I haven't talked about except the sex, guys, I already told y'all I have to like set special time aside for that shit because it's just too graphic. But in a nutshell, it's nothing negative. I literally have nothing negative to report about sex after weight loss surgery. Just real quick, I didn't think that could get any better, at least for me. I wouldn't say that there was like room for improvement or whatever, like, but holy shit, like, whew, it is still awesome. But of course it's still awesome for different reasons. So I promise that I'm going to get into that. I just, like I said, I got to figure something out. My kids are literally always home. I'm pretty sure my 4-year-old is right outside this damn door right now. So anyways, but if there's anything that you're wondering about, or I don't know, something I haven't touched base on, y'all already know the drill. Just comment down below. And I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions that you may have, or, if there's progress that I haven't mentioned. But that's it. Again, thank you. I hope to come back to y'all next week for my 2-month post-op video / 9-week post-op video. And maybe I can be down another pound. That would be awesome. So, love y'all. Thank you for the continued support, and I will see y'all in a week. Unless you want to see me sooner, therefore follow me on Instagram. All right, bye. Hey guys, just wanted to share what I have been eating this week. So that is steamed broccoli with ranch seasoning and bacon bits, and chicken meatballs with marinara sauce and mild cheddar cheese. This is essentially the exact same thing, except I'm eating the chicken meatballs just by themselves. So there are days that my stomach allows me to eat a little bit more, but I never know when that's going to happen. Therefore, I do pack extra things to eat with my lunch. So we picked up barbecue from one of our favorite barbecue joints, and this is just chicken breasts and some green beans. This was amazing. This was probably one of my favorite meals for the week because it was different and it tasted absolutely amazing, and it was low carb, high protein. I took this picture on Tuesday, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because if y'all remember that top, it fits me very, very differently now, which is amazing. Last but not least, I just put these pictures next to each other. The picture on the left is the day before surgery, and then the picture on the right was just a couple of days ago. I thought it'd be cool to put them side by side and just kind of see how my body has changed during these last 8 weeks. Okay, thanks guys. I will see y'all next week.